And they're away, and Ronefelt makes a good start, and Canas also as well, and they're going up in first and second again. As in the first two legs, an initial leap ahead by Ronefelt, and the Swede takes a few yards of an advantage as Canas builds up the speed. And again, it is Coelho in third. This is something got Bloomfield for company behind him, and it's gone off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have actually gone off in order in that first corner, and already Canas is a bit closer than he has been the previous two runs to Ronefelt, the Swede. The Swede coming towards us in the yellow into green car, his famous colours. But Canas makes a mistake. And I thought that Coelho was going to up the inside, and that would have been a major problem. Canas made a mistake on the last corner, bounced down, and that would have been it, I think, because he can't waste time behind Coelho, even though Coelho is exceptionally quick. He has to keep that laser focus on catching up Ronefelt. So Ronefelt drops off the drawbridge. Canas now needs to bridge a gap of about 1.2, 1.3 seconds. He's also got to try and go down. Coelho absolutely evening drift special down the car park, that was. And Coelho really looking very racy as well, as a spin takes Bloomfield out of this. So the concentration is second and third, but the advantage is going to be for Ronefelt, who's already got about 1.5 seconds lead. Now, we have a 10-minute race, so it's something that can get dragged back, and Canas needs to get his brain into going forward mode and not worrying about Bruno behind him. Bruno just drops off a little bit. Bruno had a bad couple of corners, dropped off a little bit and gives him some breathing space to Canas. Canas gets a sort of halfway house drive off the HPR section, does it now. So coming across this layout now, it's 33.8 and a 33.8, and the gap is 1.3. So they both did almost exactly identical times last lap round. Bruno a little bit slower, dropped off to 34.4. So he just gave it, but he's already now moving forward. And I'm pretty much certain that over a single lap, Coelho is the fastest person here. I don't think he's the fastest person here over 10 laps. Over 10 minutes. I don't think his car hooks up as well, or perhaps he has to be much more than... he's come through a brilliant overtaking manoeuvre. That's the first one we see on the HPI. That's a great manoeuvre. We need to see that one again, I think, because I haven't seen that someone actually float round someone. It's a VRC Pro replay, and he's actually drifted round the inside. That's one for the highlights reel. Superb driving by Coelho. Now Coelho's chasing off after Ronefelt and suddenly bridging the gap. Now this is an issue, because what Canas needs to happen now is that Ronefelt gets overtaken by Coelho as well, and I have no idea what they'll decide it by. Is it by fastest time? Well, I should have the tie breaks are different in many different EFRA events. What I do know is that Ronefelt wins this. He's won, and he's made a mistake. He's lost some time coming off that bump, so it's going to close it right up. And it was a gain of a second there for Coelho. And Bruno Coelho must be, pound for pound, the most versatile and fastest RC driver in the world at the moment. He just does everything and does everything well. He's a world champion, he's a European champion, he's a European runner-up, all in different events. But Ronefelt is absolutely at the top of his game in this 1/8 scale classes. And Canas, in fairness to him, did a great... and Ronefelt... Canas there! Up on two wheels was Bruno, and this is turning out the absolutely ideal solution for Ronefelt, because Canas and Coelho have got into a bit of a row, and it's allowing him to pull away. But still, we only have 3.5 down and 6.5 to go, and Canas suddenly looks like he's decided, no, he's found his speed button again. I'm not having this. He was overtaken brilliantly by Bruno earlier. Bruno got a bit of a lack of drive, and he wobbled a bit, and Canas decided to come back past him. And now he's got to try and get himself back close to Ronefelt again. Bruno spinning around behind him and looking a little bit quicker down that HPI drifter area. So, it's Canas in second, and the gap came down by 1/10 in that one. So go over the X-ray triple and then come down the EFRA switchback. They go through and underneath the motor. It's on two wheels, we managed to hold it. It's on two wheels, but held it as he goes over the cattle grid, and that is remarkable. He didn't really lose any time, despite losing half the drive his car should have had and having to correct a massive oversteer moment. I think actually, in fairness, he has lost 2 or 3 tenths actually with that little incident, but he held it. Throwing it in now, Canas. Knows no fear like most of these youngsters. It's not like Ronefelt's that old, he's only 20. That time round, 33.7, 34.1. So 4 tenths lost by that lurid slide underneath the motor section. But Canas still has more than half the race to catch up this gap of 2.2 seconds. And it's not a gap that really Ronefelt will expand lap after lap. He only extends it if there's a mistake made by one of the following drivers. So you kind of think that on ground speed, Canas, it's a long way, 2.2. I don't know if he can make that even in 5 minutes. He needs the help of a wobble or a bobble from Ronefalk, and the one place Ronefalk's been weak in the last 2 heats is this part of the track here, the crazy golf jump. And that time round, 33.8, 33.4. So 4 tenths were picked up there by Canas, and the lead comes down to 2.3. So it must be a bit longer than I thought it was earlier. Oh, 33. I've misread because I've misread Ronefalk. He got a 34.3, not 34.8. So it was a little bit of a gain that time round for Ronefalk. Sorry, apologies. Those Swedish fans who I'm frightening by saying it was a gain. It was pretty much static. So Ronefalk now, as we watch him majestically running around, let's just give a bit of Ronefalk love as he goes over the triple, because at this point he's beginning to stretch his legs and beginning to try and show what he can do. But he's probably a bit surprised by the tenacity of Canas. They weren't in the same qualifying yesterday because they divided the top drivers across 2 heats. Canas was in heat 6 and Ronefalk was in heat 7. So they never got a chance to be on the track together in anger until the first final. I'm pretty certain Ronefalk would have been surprised to see Canas so close. But now, with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go, he's just done a 33.6 against a 33.4. The lead is 2.2. So Ronefalk less than half a mistake ahead. Canas still has to worry about Cahello, who's bothering him and looking like he's going to get a complete set of third places. Ronefalk, it's in his control now, but he was like this in the second heat and he just lost it at this point here. That time, no such problem. Goes around in 33.5. It's a 33.4. So Canas is a 10th faster, but unfortunately it's going to take him 22 laps to catch up. And he's got about 6. Now, correct the back markers, and the first back marker is car 6 and Marco Barufalo, who's already dispatched. Ronefalk will carry on his merry way. The HB Racing Orion powered car on the AKA tyres. Every time he goes over, my heart's my mouth every time he's going over the golf club jumps, the Cozy Golf Club. And what's happening in second and third now, let's concentrate in second and third, because Crow's now right on the back of Canas, which is going to cause Canas issues. He did gain, and he lost 4 tenths out of Canas. I think this is now really playing into Ronefalk's hands with 2 minutes 26 to go, because Cahello's got races he's every right to do, and Canas is having to concentrate on blocking rather than just moving forward. And that's giving a chance for Ronefalk to get away as Cahello really starts pushing hard. .33.2, fastest lap of the entire race just there against a 33.5. So 3 more tenths gone. And it's now, that was amazingly lucky just off camera there, because Ronefalk arrived when another car was facing the wrong direction, one of the back markers. Actually, remarkably, it was Bloomfield as the back marker. So Ronefalk has lost a bit of time. He had to brake very heavily on the cattle grid. Not a lot, a couple of tenths, because Bloomfield was having an accident with someone else at the time. And then the 11 and 13 just, that wasn't very, that was a little bit of a dangerous reload. And yeah, 4 tenths picked up by, and Bruno now battling with Canas again. Let's go back to Bruno and Canas, who are just coming down into the moat section now, Matt. That's where the action is going to be for the next minute and 22 seconds. They go past back markers. Can Bruno pick up the second place? I'm not sure they do much good overall, but obviously do him a lot of pleasure, and as we do his X-Ray teammates. It's Canas. Canas, how do you get drive off a solid bit of concrete? I don't know. But again, they are just tipping each other up, and the net result is that the overall gain, as Bruno falls into the trap of hitting someone else, is down to Ronefalk, who gained 3 seconds in that lap, and suddenly Ronefalk is no longer really under any pressure. As Canas rolls, Bruno picks up second. It's all over. Let's go and pick up Ronefalk, who's got a lap and a half to go. So it's Ronefalk now on the HPI drift area. He's got a lap and a half of this event to run. And he will become the European champion for, I think, the 3rd time. I can see them preparing the trophy for David behind us. We will go a word with him as quickly as we can off the rostrum as he runs on his last drop off the drawbridge, his last turn on the AstroTurf, his last go round the HPI drifter. That must be depressing. I wouldn't ever stop going around that. He just needs to go down this piece of straight track. He needs to go up this jump. He needs to do it, and he turns, and Ronnefalk wins the European 1/8 Buggy Championships. What a fantastic result for Ronnefalk. I'll leave you to the rest of the results. Canas has just taken the run-up position, and we run up overall, and in third place overall will be Bruno Cahello.
Well done to David Ronnefalk there, the new European champion. And we'll just wait for Nick to make his way over to find him. He'll have to be quick.
Are you hearing me?
Yep.
Dave Ronnefalk, fantastic. Congratulations. That was some great driving.
Yeah, thank you. After 8-2, I just wanted to keep the car on the wheels for the last one. I knew we're kind of the same speed in the final, so as long as I stayed in front, I knew it was going to be hard for them to pass. I had a couple of bad landings in A2 of that last jump going onto the straight, but I went out before A3 to watch the takeoff, and I knew where I had to put the car, so this time it worked out pretty good.
You were so much faster than everyone yesterday. Were you surprised at how quick Canas and Cahello were?
No, I mean, of course, the finals is a different thing from qualifying. My car was really good in qualifying. It was even good in the mains, but they slowly catched up, and it's also easier to drive when you're like chasing a car. It's easier to be in behind, so then you also push a little bit harder, and they went quicker today. So, but yeah, I never expect to win easy. It will always be a pretty hard fight, and today was a hard fight, and I'm super happy that I came out in the top.
Third European Championship. Does this give you extra confidence going to Las Vegas?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this year has been I've been having some great. I mean, I've been driving really good. Just some bad luck at a few races, but now the last 2 races I've been to worked out really good for me. So yeah, the confidence is definitely on top now for going into Vegas.
Fantastic. Congratulations, great drive. Thanks, mate. So that is our new European champion, David Ronnefalk, and I will climb back up the stairs and we'll say goodbye to you for the whole season. I can't just say goodbye without us all saying goodbye, so I'll hand back to James for a bit of filling for a few seconds while I climb the rickety ladder one last time.